Hey, hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome live to a continuation of our series on empowerment. And we're going to be talking about visualizations today with Karuna. And this is an interesting and fun topic because we'll be taking you all, for anyone who's watching the live or watching the replay, through a visualization exercise. So I'm really looking forward to this. Here we go. Let's add Karuna.
Hey,
Hey Karuna, how's it going?
good. How are you?
Good. I'm excited. I gave a brief intro, but we'll be able to give a live, exercise to do. And for those who don't know, Karuna and I have worked together for a long time. Karuna does sessions with me. She's a hypnotherapist, energy healer, and does a lot of past lives as well. And so, she's taken me through a bunch of visualizations and exercises and things like that. So I'm really excited, looking forward to, showing like a little mini demonstration of this exercise and, seeing how you can apply that in your life. But really, it's been a super fun series with you on empowerment. And, if we were to summarize like what this series has been all about, how would you do that, Karuna?
Yeah, I think this is the 10th episode of our series on self-empowerment, and we did a series on self-love with 10 episodes. So, yes, it's been fun. We've been taking it as it comes. So, both of us are very deeply intuitive. So, we just kind of go along with each other as we do the episodes. And we thought this time we'll end the series with a visualization exercise so everybody can participate in it also. And so we're talking about doing a visualization for being empowered, self-empowered. How would you feel if you were in your power totally? And that's the goal of visualization. But before we can get into the visualization, it's good to talk about what does it mean to you to be a self-empowered being, right? And many of the episodes, if you've listened to it, will give you some clues on what does it mean to be empowered. What would you feel like and be like and act like and move like if you were fully in your full power? So these are things you can do before the visualization happens so that when you are in that state of calmness and receptive mode, you already have the idea of what you want to visualize. Right? That just makes the visualization go so much clearer. Right? So let's talk about it because that will answer your question that you asked me. What is self-empowerment all about, right? So what stops you from being in your full power today? Right? And there could be multiple number of reasons that stops you from being in your power. It could be self-limiting beliefs that I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I can't do this, right? Those kind of beliefs. It could be fears, right? It's just like I had not a fear, but I was not very comfortable doing things live in person with my face out there. I've been doing a lot of audio recordings from 2012 onwards, and I did a lot of radio shows also, but it was all audio, right? Not having my face out there. So yeah, getting over the fear gave me more power, right? So that could be another reason that could be blocking you from being in your power. Some of the other things, Julie, would be like boundaries, right? Not setting sufficient good boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear for anyone watching and the replay too. What does empowerment mean to you? And, when do you feel empowered? But it's like you were mentioning, Karuna, throughout the series, we had different discussions on different things, and boundaries is a big one of them. Resilience is a big one of how you step into that. You touched upon the fear, what fears are within us that are actually holding us back from
Mhm.
stepping into that empowerment. We also talked about how to take that ownership in your own life and put the things, back into your own hands and make the choices based on what you want. Setting goals and how to
Yeah.
really dream big and set the goals that you are really looking forward to.
Mm. And victim mindset, we talk about that was a big one too, because we give our power away when we don't take control of all our manifestations. We
Yeah.
kind of shove the responsibility of everything that we've manifested, people, places, situations on others. So then you kind of put yourself in like, I can't do much. It's not my problem, or what can I do if I got abusive parents or I got a bad boss, right? But
Yeah.
if you taking your power back also implies that you take full responsibility for all that you've manifested in your life, and then go from there and say, okay, I manifested this. Why did I manifest this? What is going on within me that I manifested, right? So when you're empowered being, you are not giving your power up, away to people and places and situations. You're taking back your power. You're standing in your power, and you're saying, you know what? I can live the life I want to live,
Yeah.
right? I can dream big, and I can go after my dreams. And whatever comes in the way, whatever resistance that I am providing to my dreams, I'm going to work on it. So it all boils down to doing inner work, right? You can't really escape inner work,
My
right?
favorite, my favorite word. And, for me personally, I would say my definition of being empowered is being able to have that emotional intelligence and be willing to, like you said, do the inner work and go deeper in understanding yourself so that, when something gets thrown at you or something happens, you have the emotional intelligence to manage, deal with it, use the tools, and step into being empowered versus being hopeless and feeling like you're stuck. So
Yeah.
how can
So
you
I
be
think that
more?
is Yeah, I think that's one of the things we all need to do is we need to build up a toolbox of the tools that we are going to use as we go through this journey of life. Because all of us are going to go through emotional stuffs and situations because Earth is a school. You're here to learn and grow. And through emotions and feelings and thoughts, you learn and grow, right? But do you have a box of tools available with you? How are you going to handle yourself when you have an emotional outburst? Or how are you going to handle yourself when somebody else is projecting their emotions onto you? Right? So, what are you going to do that time? Right? How do you take care of your thoughts? How do you decide what goals you want in your life? Right? So, there is a lot of work that you have to do. So, which it's always good to have a toolbox. Just like if I want to build a house, that's my goal, for example. Goal is to build, then I need to have all the tools to build a house. Right? Otherwise, I can keep dreaming and conceptualizing, but nothing is going to really happen without a toolbox. Right? To go about even for doing simple thing like gardening, I need some tools to do gardening because I can't really dig with my hands. It'll take forever, right? So yes, inner work is required, and you need to have a set of tools. And we've discussed so many tools in all of our sessions, the self-love series and the self-empowerment series. We did share a lot of tools. So pick up those tools, guys. Pick up the gems and create a list of them with you and keep it and practice because. When you actually need it, there is no time to practice that time. It's like just like an athlete, right? You can be learning how to do something in a tournament. You need to have learned beforehand. So in the tournament, you can execute it, right? So it's important that when you're in a relaxed, calm state, when your life is going good, take the time to learn some tools and practice those so that anytime life throws something at you, boom, let me take this tool out of my toolbox and use it, right? So yeah, to be self empowered means having a set of tools with you, a good set of tools, right? Or at least knowing people who can help you to learn some tools from them and get some help from them, right? I'm building a house doesn't mean I have to do it all alone, solo, right? I can employ a lot of people who can help me build the house. I still need to have an idea of what kind of house I want to live in. I should be able to communicate my ideas to them, right? And knowing a little bit of house building might help me to supervise things better. But I don't have to do it all alone. I can hire people like you are a life coach. I'm a life coach. There's so many of us are there, holistic healers out there in the world. Hey, you can use their services to help you reach your goals, right? Or for you to just come and learn some tools with us so that you can use those tools, right?
Yeah,
So,
and I want to say too, like even coaches need coaches. It's just a different perspective. It's
yes.
also just a different angle. It's hard to solve a problem from the exact same place it was created. So by
Mm-hmm.
having that support externally, you also can get to deal with it in under a different light. And that's why I've really enjoyed working with you, Karuna. And it's exactly that. Who are your mentors? Who are you learning from? Because
Mm-hmm.
you have those people around in your life, you're exponentially moving in the direction you want to because you have a safe space to unlock everything that's been hurting you inside and almost release it and feel more empowered and feel more of a release in your healing journey.
And we all have things happening in our life where we feel very, very vulnerable, right? And that's the time when you need somebody else who you can confide in and talk about it, and somebody who's in an empowered state, who can actually give you some guidance versus just sympathizing with you, you know,
Yeah.
but who can actually come back and look at things from a different perspective with you. And therefore, yes, like you very rightly said, all of us need life coaches. Me too. I have other healers who assist me many times, right? Because I need that help from outside sources to get, even though I may know a lot of things, I still need help for somebody else to help me out at that time, right?
Yeah.
So yes, being empowered means also being surrounding yourself with people who are empowered, right? So that they energy affects each other. So when you are in the company of people who are empowered, you are going to learn a lot from them. The 70 to 90% of our communication is nonverbal. So, you know, even if you're not talking with them, but you're in the presence of these people, whether it's through a YouTube channel or whether it is through a book, you know, when I'm reading a book, I'm actually connecting with the consciousness of the author, right? So I'm in the presence of a source which is so empowered, right? So being empowered means also surrounding yourself with these kinds of tools and techniques, surrounding yourself with right books to read, right channels to listen to, right podcasts to listen to, which is going to empower you and give you the help that you need, right?
Yeah.
Though some things are done in person, always better. For
Yeah.
me, I think I need that. Even if it's Zoom calls, just that having the one-on-one connection with the person live, uh, I don't think that can be replaced totally.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of visualizations, to kind of give some background about me, I think I consider myself a very logical and analytical person. While I also do have the intuitive side, it was a lot of like overthinking and analyzing, which sometimes is helpful and sometimes isn't. So I think what I learned mostly through visualization is how to let that guard down or that judgment down and step into, okay, let's dream bigger. Let's think about this from a different component without necessarily having this analyzing voice that comes up and
Talking away.
no, you can't. No, this is like too far down the line. So
Mhm.
I would say, my journey in visualization has changed tremendously in just even relaxing and letting the intuition come through and being more willing to just go and explore what comes up without judgment.
Yeah, because we are not just this body, we are not just this emotion, we are not just this thought, we are so much more than that. So when you get into a visualization state is also when you get into a calm, relaxed state of mind. And in that mind, you can actually learn a lot from the subtle energies that are around you. And then your mind chatter can decrease a lot. And as you said, the judgment, analyzing part of you can decrease. And basically, you can learn to surrender. And that is not an easy thing. It wasn't easy for me because I was a project manager, program manager in large IT companies before I shifted careers. And I was used to being in control and planning and organizing and having things go according to a plan. And now to learn to surrender, I think it was just these inner journeys that I did, which helped me more and more to surrender more and more and open myself up to new ideas and possibilities that come up, when you're in this very calm, relaxed state. Right. So that is some of the tips. One of the tips, other tip I can give in visualization is try to make it as real as possible. So you employ all of your senses, all of your five senses should be engaged in your visualization. Because the more real you make it, the more your subconscious mind thinks it is happening right now. And then it's such a powerful computer, right? The subconscious mind. So it's going to start working behind the scene on saying, how do I make this real? Right? That's how it will help you to break down internal resistance because the more you visualize, be persistent because that is really important because every time you're visualizing, something within you is shifting. So all those layers of resistance that you've built through is breaking down slowly, slowly, slowly. And at one point, boom, you'll have a physical manifestation of your dream.
Yeah,
Right?
you're really starting to remove some of those limiting beliefs that are in your way and looking, farther than just what's right here, but like way past it. And that's, the manifesting of what can happen when you start, being open to possibilities and seeing farther than what you think is possible at the time being.
And you get more creative ideas too, because when you're in that very calm, relaxed state, a part of your subconscious mind opens up and then your creativity goes up. Because you may have not thought about something or not envisioned or not ever thought that this could be a possibility. And suddenly you're in the calm state and comes in, why not do it this way? And it's like, whoa, I didn't think about it. right? So you can add to your visualization, because the visualization itself feeds itself. It brings more creative ideas, and you say, yeah, I can add that to my visualization next time. I can add this part too, right? So sometimes just going in that calm state and allowing thoughts to come up, you will get to know yourself even more. So that's one thing about visualization, is first you have to go from the outer world into the inner world, right? So a breath is a good way of getting from outer world into inner world. So you can take a moment to start observing your breath for 3 rounds or 6 rounds or 9 rounds, so that your mind can shift from being in the outer world all the time to coming within you and calming down, because your breath is linked to your state of the mind. So the calmer you are, the deeper your breath is, right? So visualization, you always start with some tool, and breath is one of the tools of bringing yourself into a calm state. And in that state, you can have a guided meditation like we'll do today. You can use that to come and think about, what does it mean to you to be empowered, right? If you can dream it, you can achieve it. So you learn how to dream, because a lot of people are scared to even dream, right? Because their mind stops then. Oh, it's not possible. So don't dream of being the best ballet dancer in the world. It's not possible. Well, maybe it's not possible to be the best, right? Because that may not be part of his soul journey, right? But if it is part of his soul journey, then yes, you can be the best ballet dancer, right? But you can definitely be better than what you think you are at this moment, right? So that's one of the things you do. Use your senses, be consistent in your visualization, right? And since we are doing a visualization on self-empowerment today, another thing you can do is, maybe you have a role model or a mentor or somebody you know who is very empowered, right? And you can say, I would just like to be like this person. You know, Julie, she's such a wonderful person. She's so much in her power all the time, and she thinks so well, and I would love to be like her, right? So think of a person, or maybe a group of person, and you can say, I can pick up qualities from this person and this person and this person, and bring the qualities together and say, this is what an empowered being looks like to me. So that when you go into your visualization, it becomes easy for you.
Yeah.
So, right, when a person is guiding you and saying, think of you as an empowered being, you're not struggling inside thinking what it is, because you've done your pre-work and you understand it. So now when you're in the calm, relaxed state, you can say, yeah, I can immediately go into that state and I can see. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So
And
shall we do that?
A lot of us have people that we look up to and that inspire us, and you know, know people that are empowered, and we want to grab onto whatever it is that they're feeling. So just like you said, it's how can you go deeper in seeing what is empowering to you, what does it feel like, who do you look up to for certain aspects, and you just collect all the pieces, and then boom, you put it together in your visualization.
True. So let's do a short visualization today, yeah? So I can lead you to one.
Yeah, good.
Okay, all right. So let's go from outer world to the inner world. So take a moment to just observe your breathing. Just noticing, how are you breathing today? How is the air going in and out of your body? Just observing. And as you observe, you'll notice your breath becoming deeper and deeper. So take a couple of nice deep breaths, breathing all the way to your tummy. Letting go all of your responsibilities at this moment. Letting go all that you do in the outer world. Letting it go just for a short time. Giving yourself permission to be in your inner world. Beautiful. All right. Take a moment to visualize, imagine a person or a group of people that are your role models, who you admire. You admire the way they use their power. And remember, the best use of power is always from a state of love and compassion. If we come from a state of love and compassion, we are going to use our power wisely. So take a moment to think of people who are coming from a place of love and compassion and who are exhibiting good qualities of using their power in the right way. And take a moment to notice with all of your senses. Maybe you can hear them, maybe you can see them walk. Maybe they carry an aroma or a fragrance they wear. Just observing them. And slowly, whenever you're ready, imagine you are that person. You are in your full power. Take a moment to notice how you feel in your body when you are in your full power. Maybe you stand taller. Your eyes gleam with wisdom. Maybe you feel strong in your body. Notice how you walk when you are in your full power. How do you dress when you are in your power? How does it now feel to know that you can manifest whatever it is that you desire from a place of love and compassion? You can use your power to manifest your goals in this lifetime. Just knowing that when you set your mind to do something, you are going to accomplish it. There's nothing that's going to stop you. Just that deep knowing that you're so powerful. How does that feel? Nothing and no one can limit your progress because you are in your power. You have set good boundaries with people. You know how to say no. You have good listening abilities. And you can listen with love and compassion. But also the wisdom to know when to say no. Wisdom to know when somebody's affecting your core values. Maybe asking you to be dishonest. No. You don't want to use your power to create anything in the world that's going to harm. Feeling courageous and strong and fearless. Using your words carefully. The energy is so powerful. You just have to walk in a room and people notice. They just notice you, whether you speak or not, because your energy is so powerful. At the same time, it's very approachable. People feel comfortable coming to talk to you. People feel good when they are in your presence because your energy is so welcoming. You're so full of respect for yourself that it's automatic for others to respect you. It's beautiful. You also know how to balance things very well. You know how to put humor in a situation to lighten the situation, to bring your point across. Being a fully realized, self-empowered person, standing in your power, going after your goals, very clear tunnel vision when you're after your goals, like a cheetah, very focused. Beautiful. I want to take a moment and I want you to imagine that you've reached one of your goals. I'm going to be silent for a while as I want you to visualize yourself standing in your power, having reached your goal. How does life look for you? If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Dream big. And enjoy it with your emotions. Feel the happiness and joy of having reached your goal. Feelings are so important. So bring on the feelings. How does it feel to have reached your goal? How do you feel standing in front of a big crowd, maybe? Being a life coach. Doing a live event, maybe. With lots of people. Very comfortable, at ease, very relaxed. Listening well, guiding people nicely. Being so intuitive, you can sense what people need, what words to use. Feeling the joy of seeing people transform in front of your eyes. The aha moments they get when they talk to you. There's always learning for you too as you deal with different people. And enjoying that moment to learn through their experiences. Feeling super grateful to have so much wisdom and knowledge and power. Beautiful. All right. Slowly coming back to your breath. Letting go the dream. Just being present in your body at this moment. Taking a moment to thank your subconscious mind for the wonderful job it did during the visualization. And slowly, when you are ready, you'll open your eyes. Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good. I can say that having done different visualizations with you, I'm getting way better at just letting all these ideas and things pop in my mind without trying to understand them. So, there's certain aspects that I really remember, like walking through that tunnel. There's some sunlight and things that are popping out at me that I don't necessarily know what it is, but I'm just kind of allowing myself to be immersed in the whole image. Yeah.
Yeah. And as you do it more and more, you can actually create your own recording. So we did this recording for everybody, but you can also create your own recording, and so that you can pace it the way you want to, right? Because I'm doing a particular pace, but if you want a different pace, or you want to just stop, halt at certain points in the visualization, you can do that too, because that points may be the points where you're getting creative ideas, right? As you said, things are popping up and you are surrendering and just watching. And maybe through all that watching and surrendering, boom, an idea pops in. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, that's great. That's what I'm going to do next.
I used
Right?
to I used to feel like I needed to stop and just like write all this down because some of the things were coming to me. But then there was also this realization and knowing from practicing more and more that whatever you need to remember will always come back to you. And it's,
Mhm.
this whole idea that the visualization is within you and bits and pieces will keep showing up for you and coming back as reminders. But I think that's the powerful when you can, like you said, use the word surrender and let go and go into that. And each visualization can be different, like you said, different pace, can be more custom.
I
But
think, yeah, that's the difference between guided meditation and which you're listening on YouTube and the different parts versus doing it with a person one on one. Because as I'm doing it live with the person one on one with my clients, then I'm an energy sensitive person, so I can sense the energies. I know exactly which words to use with that person, when to pause, when to halt, maybe use a different guidance systems for them, right? So you can tailor it more to their energy field.
yeah,
But otherwise, also listening online is also a great way because it gets you started, right? And then you can stop, pause the recording, and use it to stop whenever you want to, right? So yeah, I think we shared this. We are ending this series on self-empowerment today. Yay! And now we can just start another series, right? We were thinking of starting one on holistic health, right? Helping people understand health from a higher perspective.
yeah,
And I think that will be very, very interesting too, because health is something that I think everybody wants to get better and better at their health. So I think we're going to have fun doing that series.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have enjoyed too. All of our episodes and how, anyways, at the end of the day, everything is so intertwined. And this visualization will be posted, so if you want to go back anytime and do it for yourself and experience, all I could say is that the more you practice, the better you get at it, and the more you just surrender and let things come to you. But it's totally normal for the first few times, even many times, that there's a little bit of judgment creeping in or overthinking, but
Mhm.
that's part of the process. So
Yeah, and those videos are available at your Instagram account where we are doing this live session, or we can go back to my YouTube channel, Karuna Healing Center on YouTube, and you'll find all the episodes of all of the series we've done so far. And I have many more other things posted there too. So
yeah.
have fun, have a great week, enjoy yourself, and thank you, Julie, for doing these beautiful live events. Thank you.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's already the end of our second series, 20 episodes. And I think holistic health is such a good topic, and we'd love to know what are some of, the discussions around holistic health that you're interested in. And as always, we'll take a deep dive and see what comes of it. But thanks, Karuna, again, and hope you guys have enjoyed that visualization, and we'll see you again for the next series.
Yeah, yeah. I think sometimes okay. Go ahead. Bye.
See you. Bye, everyone.